When I was a child, I remember hearing a preacher talk about a situation where a farmer had lost everything that he'd got to a fire. This fire had been like a forest fire that had come through the whole area, and his home and everything had been completely ruined. And he is sort of angry, and he's going through the dust of everything that is left, and he's sort of kicking things as he goes in anger. And he sees this sort of little something on the ground, and he kicks it as much to say, look, it's all been ruined. And as he does, out from this pile of whatever it was that he kicked come all these tiny little chicks. And he used it as an illustration as to what happens in real life. That this chicken had covered these chicks with her own body, and the intensity of the fire had obviously killed the chicken, but the little chicks lived. And it's one of those little stories that stuck with me. Obviously, all these years later, I still remember at least the substance of that illustration. And we need to be encouraged that God today can be that protector for us. He wants to be a protector so that we can experience life. I mean, the gospel itself is all about Jesus coming, dying the death that we need to experience so that we can have his life that we can't experience without being born again of the Spirit of God. Um, in Psalm 57 it says, "Be gracious to me, God, be gracious to me, for I take refuge in you, and I will seek refuge in the shadow of your wings until danger passes." And that's that illustration, isn't it? It's being under the shadow of his wing until the danger passes, so that we can still experience life. And as Jesus says in John 10:10, experience it to the full, to the maximum, without limit, because that is the life of Jesus Christ. That can now be our life in the here and now. So I want you to today to come, as it were, under the shadow of his wing until the danger passes. And then when that danger has passed, go out and live and celebrate and live life to the full.